Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Farewell to Holly, kiss between exes, Tate's chance of a lifetime and risk for Harris. Days of Our Lives uncover that Paulina Cost will rest on Abe Carver as her biopsy results are uncovered. During the week of, Paulina will receive much-needed support and, as a result, will become closer to Abe. Then, there'll be a Martin Luther Ruler Jr. Day festivity alongside some evening gatherings that are bound for inconvenience. Sloan Peterson Brady will have an excessive amount to drink as she manages the apprehension of facilitating Marlena Evans, Deidre Corridor, in her home. Days spoilers say Sloan will establish one more awful connection with Marlena and John Dark, yet Eric Brady will attempt to streamline things. They will host their own dinner over with the Johnsons, which will be derailed by Steve Johnson being a protective father and asking Everett Lynch personal questions. In the aftermath, Stephanie Johnson will probably apologize, but Everett will understand and may even admit that he admires Steve's concern for his daughter. Kayla Johnson, Trip Johnson and Wendy Shin will likewise observe the supper show, so we'll see their responses. With respect to Wendy and Trip, they'll partake in some confidential heartfelt time thereafter. Since Trip and Wendy have chosen to remain in Salem, they'll extend their sentiment and sizzle much on a more regular basis. In the meantime, Alex Kyriakis will let Justin Kyriakis know that he's upset for offending him over his guard of Tate Dark. Alex might concede he's actually striving over the news that Victor Kyriakis is his natural dad, or so he thinks. Subsequently, Alex has been taking his issues out on Justin, so he might see that it's absurd and trust they can get their relationship in the groove again. Brady Black and Teresa Donovan will get some good news about Tate, so they might be hopeful that E.J. DiMera will back down or at least be kinder to him. On the off chance that Tate could get temporarily free from jail or score in exchange to an adolescent office, that'd be a pleasant beginning. It'd be far superior if EJ could drop the charges completely, however he may not go that far yet. Sadly, Tate's uplifting news may not be sufficient to prevent Teresa from backsliding. There are signs that Teresa may possibly go on a medication and liquor gorge since she'll wind up missing. Alex and Brady will work together to find Teresa, who will be found and taken care of shortly thereafter. It appears that Teresa will be released from the hospital and taken home, so she may just need to sleep off her bad decisions. It turns out that Teresa will kiss Brady on the couch just before Alex comes in, but she might be able to blame the alcohol and drugs for it. Different Days spoilers say Harris Michaels will complete a strike at the bistro, so that will send Ava Vitale and Stefan DiMera flying into alarm mode. After Harris has a showdown with Ava on the shipping bays, he'll open up to Rafe Hernandez about his convoluted affections for her. Stefan will likewise attempt to frighten Harris away with a strong message, maybe to assist him with trying not to deteriorate one from Clyde Weston. Sarah Horton will relocate more of her belongings in Xander Cook's place, while Johnny DiMera makes another request of Chanel Dupree to become his wife. That will incorporate a unique Xander box that is loaded with things that help Sarah to remember him. It seems to be Xander will sneak a look inside regardless of Sarah's fights, so he might be contacted over the trinkets of their set of experiences as a team. While Sarah and Xander's sentiment warms up, Lucas Horton will land in some difficulty. When Lucas gets gone after in a correctional facility, Kate Roberts Brady will consider Harris capable. Regarding Constantine Meliunis, he will initiate a heated discussion with Steve. Constantine realizes things about John's past as the pawn that Steve would prefer to safeguard him from, so that will give him some influence. At the emergency clinic, every one of the important precautionary measures and arrangements will be made for Holly Jonas to go to the facility in Italy. Nicole DiMera, along with EJ, Eric, and Maggie Kyriakis, will say goodbye to Holly as she gives her final approval. Holly will be back, however her friends and family will in any case battle to express farewell for the present. During the 7-day stretch of Nicole should change in accordance with Holly being out of the country. Albeit this is the very thing's best for Holly, Nicole might think of herself as on one more discouraged descending winding. Across town, the risk will strengthen for Harris. We know from the Day of Days promotion that Harris will have chance soon, so Ava will crack when it works out. However, it is too soon for Harris to leave DOL, so he should prevail if someone tries to remove him. All things being equal, there'll definitely be a frightening emergency clinic emergency that leaves Ava having a liable outlook on Harris's destiny. Back with Teresa, she'll need to cause harm control with regards to her indiscreet kiss with Brady. Teresa and Alex have a few issues ahead, however they'll give a valiant effort to manage them. Nicole's mysterious issue, leaving EJ, seriously endangers Holly? Days of Our Lives spoilers uncover that reality with regards to Jude Brady actually hasn't emerged. Meanwhile, Nicole Walker DiMera is trusting her other kid doesn't bite the dust, by the same token. Be that as it may, Tate Dark is being focused on by EJ DiMera as Nicole and Eric Brady draw nearer, right, engage in extramarital relations? However, Nicole could fear leaving EJ once she discovers that Tate is guiltless. Along these lines, how about we examine this expected storyline? According to DOL spoilers, Nicole Walker DiMera was already dealing with the loss of one child when she received a call about another. Despite the fact that Sloan Peterson Brady and Eric embraced Nicole's child, she actually doesn't have the foggiest idea about reality. As Nicole began going to treatment with Marlena Evans, she started attempting to handle her misery and connection to Jude. Days of Our Lives Nicole's mysterious issue, leaving EJ, seriously jeopardizes Holly? Pushing ahead, Nicole and EJ observed New Year's Eve together. Then, at that point, they were awakened around midnight when Rafe Hernandez, Galen Gehring, called with wrecking news. As Nicole sits vigil by Holly's medical clinic bed, EJ has promised to get equity. DOL Eric Brady's draw. Despite the fact that Eric is hitched to Sloan, the previous cleric actually feels a draw to Nicole. Eric and Nicole have a very lengthy history together. While nothing heartfelt has occurred between them since their union with others, fans realize that Jude is truly Nicole and Eric's child. When reality emerges, fans anticipate that Eric and Nicole should reunite. Days of Our Lives, according to EJ DiMera's Jealousy Days of Our Lives spoilers, Eric will visit Holly in the hospital the week of January 8th. While there, Eric runs into Nicole. Obviously, Eric and Nicole will discuss Holly and Tate Dark. That could make sense of Eric's visit for Teresa Donovan. Maybe Nicole pondered the thing Maggie Horton-Kiriaki said about Holly probably won't be a fiend, yet testing. Despite the fact that fans realize Holly has touched on drugs for some time, Maggie's idea could make Nicole question assuming EJ is pursuing Tate excessively hard. Harris approaches Kate and Roman for help. Days of Our Lives spoilers and updates bother Harris. Michaels will ask Kate and Roman Brady for some assistance. He'll make a proposal to get Lucas Horton less jail time for getting data from Clyde Weston in the slammer about the addictions to drugs in Salem. Days of Our Lives spoilers inside data. Harris makes sense of what he believes that Lucas should do to get time off his sentence. He's to camouflage himself as a minister, which the jail will collaborate with and pay attention to discussions. Specifically, he'll pay attention to Clyde when he's in the room with the telephone and when he converses with other known partners within, Orpheus, George Del Hoyo, for example. Days of Our Lives Harris approaches Kate and Roman for help. Clearly there's a jail progressive system and certain detainees control others within. Clyde is the regulator and even controls the ladies' side. It's essential that the police have an inside man who can hear what's happening without being recognized. Despite the fact that Clyde knows Lucas, in the minister's mask he may not remember him. DOL Harris Michaels suspects Clyde Weston's behind the medications in Salem. Harris thinks Clyde's behind the medications in Salem, and he's running things from within, and he realizes that the ongoing lead prosecutor has a set of experiences with Clyde. It was a direct result of Clyde. EJ DiMera was shot and Kristen DiMera and Dr. Wilhelm Rolfe resurrected him. As Harris has learned, dead individuals being resurrected appears to run in the DiMera family, beginning with Megan DiMera. Harris can't demonstrate it yet, however he thinks Stefan DiMera is in on the medication running in Salem also. Lucas will be outfitted with a wire hill where concealed in the minister's ensemble, and Harris will get the feeds and they'll be recorded. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.